All right, ladies. Yes, the dating market sucks. All right. So, um, in my previous video, I mentioned how the ladies, the men are winning. All right, they're winning because they're having fun. They're dating. They're not complaining. So we already know mostly the women are the one complaining about the dating market. So, all right. So, do you ladies want to win? All right, I hear you. You want to win. All right. Let me tell you exactly how to win in this current dating market, right? Because at the moment, the ladies are losing. I'm going to explain to you why, all right? So, men, we don't really complain about stuff. We just go about our life, go about our business, take care of things, okay? So, if something don't doesn't work for us, we just go around it. We find different ways. We kind of adapt to things. We adapt. That's what we do as men. Okay. So men, we don't sit around complaining. We just make things happen, right? I'm not saying that women don't make things happen. I'm just saying that, there's ways you can go about it, right? All right. Let me tell you exactly what you probably should be doing so you can win in this current market, all right? All right, first thing, you have to pick your man wisely, okay? Because boys gonna behave like boys, all right? So if you are a young lady, you want to go ahead and date, but what is the reason why you're dating? Are you out there just having casual sex, or you want to be married? That's something that you got to figure out. What do you want out of, out of men? What do you want? So, if you want marriage, you want relationship, you have to be intentional, right? So, let me explain to you. If you're a young man, right, the age of 16 to 30, okay, 30, 32. Most of these guys, they're out there having fun, okay? They're just having sex. I'm just gonna be blunt about it, right? Most of these guys, they're just having sex. And that's what I was doing when I was, around that age, okay? So I'm not the guy for you, to enter into a relationship with, thinking that, I'm marriage material. No, that's not what I'm out here. That's not what I'm doing. I'm out here just having fun. But eventually, you get older, doing the same thing, things get old. You know what I mean? You eventually gonna settle down. But just because you're a nice lady and you see me, okay, this guy look nice, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a chance. Just because you want to give me a chance doesn't mean that I'm gonna settle down with you. That's not what I'm here for. So like I said, both parties have to be in agreement with what they want. They have to want the same thing, okay? So if I don't want to be married, you want to be married, okay? So I'm gonna get with you. So by the time I'm done getting what I want, I'm just gonna, walk it out. I'm just gonna bounce. So therefore, you have to find someone that want exactly the same thing as you. Both parties have to want the same thing. Even Steven, even trade. So that's what you have to do. So that's the reason why they usually say, if you're a young lady, you probably want to date, a man that's a little bit older than you. I'm just keeping it real because, the younger men just gonna play around with you. That's all they're gonna be doing. They're gonna be having sex with you, and then, like I said, trauma. That's what happened. I mean, it's not like we don't care. It's just that, we out there having fun. That's what we're doing. So one thing you have to do, you gotta make sure, when you're dating, you know exactly what you want, okay? If you find a young man and, You have to question them. Exactly. What exactly do you want out of life, and what they expect. You have to ask them question. You know what I mean, and tell them exactly what you want. And if you both want the same thing, hey, do your thing. But like I said, you can't be like a 21-year-old and you dating another 21-year-old, right? A 21-year-old male is just a boy. He's very immature. So, like I said, if you start dating a 21-year-old man, you're gonna get what you get. Just they're gonna behave like boys. Boys gonna be boys, and men, always going to be men. So if you're 21, you probably wanna date someone somewhere around, I would say about 27, 28. All right. So you want to date someone that's a little bit older than you, somewhere around, the number 7. 21, date somebody that's somewhere around 28. You know what I mean? By the time you 23, they get 30. 30, 31. So that kind of guy gonna be looking forward to settle down. So in the meantime, you guys do your thing. So the second thing, I'm not gonna tell you when and how long to wait out to have sex. All right, because the current dating market is what it is, right? So most women are having sex, if not all, right? I can't say all, but I will say most. So if you want to hold out, 90 days and, like the Steve Harvey stuff, yeah, you can go ahead and do it. But I'm just going to let you know, all right? You pretty much going to be playing yourself. You playing yourself. Because if everybody else are out there having sex, why is that guy, going to be waiting on you, right? Unless you're a virgin, that's a whole different story. I'm not sure. I'm sure that they are virgin, before somebody, started having sex, they were virgin first. So yeah, there are virgin out there. But as far as like how many of them out there, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of virgins. There's not a whole lot of women that's out there in the dating market that are virgin. They're not. Okay? So, but if you're a virgin, hey, listen, I would suggest you just hold on a little bit. You don't need to be out there, giving it up to everybody. Just chill. So, but we're talking about people or women that are not virgin. So, I'm not saying, you should hold out, 90 days and 3 days, 4 days. Hey, that's going to be up to you because you're a grown person. You make your own decision. But what I'll tell you is that do not play any games. You start playing games, guess what? You open the door for people to play games with you, okay? So you make that decision when you want to sleep with a guy. But you still got to remember, you have to remember that, everybody else, giving it, out there. Women are just giving it out there for free. So those other women, they are competition. They are your competition. So therefore, you make that decision, but don't play any game with that. What I would suggest for women to do more is you just pick out, the best guy. Don't just give it out to any guy. Pick out the best guy. And then another thing you don't want to do, don't pick out a guy just based on looks. Just looks? Nah. Just sexual chemistry? So, you have to have a list. You got to have a list, ladies. You know what I mean? What do you want? You know what I mean? You interview people and find out if they want the same thing you want, and then that's how you go about it. But if you picking guys based on mostly sexual chemistry, yeah, that's just a disaster waiting to happen, because that's why the dating market is what it is right now. Because a lot of women are picking men based on just sexual chemistry, right? So now, if you are picking men based on chemistry, guess what? Those men, they are the one that's winning. Like bad boys and pretty boys. That's who's getting laid out there. Bad boys and pretty boys, right? So, if you're a bad boy and women are picking based on looks, oh yeah, this is it. You're good to go. If you are a pretty boy, women are picking based on look, you're good to go. So what you want to do is, you don't want to do that, ladies. You want to stay away from that. You want to have a list, and if they feel those lists that you have, hey, give them a chance, and just don't play any game. You have to be realistic. Another thing, if you are smart, right? Men love smart women. If you are smart, you are winning. All right? If you are smart, you have to be smart. So when I say smart, we're not just talking about book smarts, right? You have to be generally smart, just smart, period. You're making the best decision. So, men don't like, people that just, always making bad decisions, because what we're looking at, right? If you making bad decisions day in, day out, right? Let's say you had a bad experience and then you go back doing the same dumb stuff. We don't look at you as being smart. Yeah, we don't look at you as being smart. So don't do the same thing, that's causing you trauma, over and over again. So, you have to make some good decisions on the men that you're going to be dating. All right? So.